Yo, what's cracking, everybody? James Go here with you, aka the Sleeper King. No Jim today. I apologize for that. He's off. So here we are, week number 18 for you folks in championship mode here. So yes, absolutely. Let's get it going. If you've got start sit questions, obviously throw them into the chat. We're going to get to as many of these questions as possible. We'll see how many folks are psycho enough to play into these week 18 championships. But I am here until kickoff to help you get your lineups set. All right, if we see a couple questions already jumping into the chat already, we've got user JB Incidentally. What a screen name. Happy New Year to you, pal. Dak or Goff? I think I am trusting this Dak matchup just a little bit more. First of all, the Chicago Bears have given up a ton of production yardage-wise to the quarterback position. And it's supposed to be a high-scoring game, right? 50.5 is the projected total on this one. I believe, let me check. Yes, it is the highest scoring game according to Vegas, anticipated scoring game according to Vegas this week. So, yeah, I kind of sort of like Goff. I just think that with Detroit, I don't think that they are going to be, mailing it in, I guess. I don't know if Dallas is going to do that either. But I wouldn't be surprised 100% if Dak does take the fourth quarter off. The Giants are obviously motivated to lose this ball game. So I will take Jared Goff there. This is why I hate week 18, man. Anyways, it's all good. Papa Greco, what's going on? I've got no questions, just here for the vibe. All right, missing fantasy already. Man, brother, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. So, yeah, appreciate you jumping into the chat anyways, though, and let's get it going. All right, let's get this bad boy going right now. Furman Sanchez, what is cracking? Jay Higgins, Blue, or Bigsby, PPR, you need one. This one's tough, right? Okay, so there's no Nico in Houston. Has it been confirmed that Saquon is not playing? I think I need to look this one up. Saquon. I didn't think that it was confirmed that he was not playing. Maybe he's for sure not playing. I don't know. Am I missing something here? Because he does have incentives, right? He needs 87 yards to get to a $250,000 bonus. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, man. Okay, I don't know. I don't have a great read on Saquon, so I don't know. I'm gonna take Bigsby out because I think that Saquon may or may not play. I'm not sure. Jaden Blue, so interesting. We know Javante's out. And they're down another running back as well as Dallas. And Jaden Blue is most likely to get the bulk of the carries there. So, Furman, I am kind of sort of leaning towards Jaden Blue. The Giants have been really bad against the run. Obviously, again, as we mentioned, they've got absolutely no motivation whatsoever to start anyone or win this ball game. Let me give you some numbers here in regards to the New York Giants. The Giants have allowed, hold on. Where are you guys? Okay, here we go. They have allowed the fourth most fantasy points per game to the running back position. They have given up, they are second to last in terms of rush yards given up. Dead last in terms of yards per carry allowed to the running back position. So that's interesting. Anyways, this is a long way of saying that, oh, well, here you go. They're also second to last in yards after contact, dead last in explosive run rate. That's probably a good number to look at, right? Like dead last in explosive run rate. And if we're looking at that, right, and we're thinking about Jaden Blue, obviously this is a player that can get off here just a little bit. So yeah, I'm honestly not considering Higgins that much either. I think Higgins is interesting, but I think Blue is probably the way we want to go here. So there you go. I appreciate everyone jumping in jumping into the stream and talking about week number 18. But as you can tell, there's just not as much heat this week as there was last week. So again, if you've got anything that you guys want to throw to the chat, man, I've got a couple of sleepers here too that I can get into, so that it's not just all start-sit questions here. But we'll get it going. D. Herberger, Stafford or Brissett? The Stafford one's interesting. I know he's fighting for the MVP, but they've got really not a whole lot to fight for here. They're pretty much locked in to the 5 or 6, right? If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure here. Where's that Rams game at? I got notes on this Rams game. They're pretty much locked in terms of in regards to their playoff seeding, right? If they win, they can be a 5. You know what? Actually, that is important to be the 5, because if you're the 5, you face the NFC South winner. If you're the 6, then you've got to face like Philadelphia, and we don't want that, right? So they do need this win. So that'll be interesting. Brissett is an interesting one too, because Brissett is taking on the Rams, and they obviously have nothing to fight for. But Brissett, I mean, we could have said this weeks ago, and Brissett has been putting up numbers, right? So I think I want to play the matchup and the fact that the Rams do need a win. And quite honestly, I do think that it will be a competitive game as well. By the way, really interesting running back situation there. Kyron Williams is slightly banged up. Blake Corum might be more banged up. He was a DNP to start the week on Wednesday and Thursday, got a limited session in on Friday. Just given their playoff situation, I would actually be surprised if Blake Corum plays. So if you've got Kyron Williams out there, or maybe you're playing a Week 18, slate and DFS, I do think that that Kyron Williams is in a really, really good spot. I just don't think Corum's going to play this week. Okay, so to answer your question, though, D. Herberger, I'm going Stafford there. Maybe they try to ring it up for the old boy, try to help him win that MVP. And if he puts up a big number, that's obviously going to help him quite a bit. And again, as I mentioned, they do need a win. Arizona defensively is not quite a shutdown unit, to say the least, although they haven't been bad. I will say that. They have not been bad. So let me get to some numbers here in regards to Arizona. They have allowed, they're middle of the pack, right? So they're, middle of the road in terms of fantasy points per game allowed to that position group. They are bottom 10 in regards to pass yards allowed to quarterbacks. And overall, let me look at pass touchdowns here. Pass touchdowns. Where are we at? Pass touchdowns. Okay. In regards to touchdowns, they are bottom 10. Tied for the 10th most passing touchdowns allowed to the quarterback position. And that's really, and for Stafford, that's all that really matters, right? Like, who cares about rushing touchdowns? He's most likely not going to rush one in. So there you go. D. Herberger. Give me Stafford. I'll take Stafford right here. Excuse me, guys. I hate this time of year. Man, if you got kids, man, if you got young kids, I should say, man, fighting off sicknesses left and right. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Okay, user. JB, incidentally, he's back. Non-PPR, ETN or Gibbs? This one's interesting. Is Gibbs, I'm pretty sure, is playing. How long he's going to play, I'm not 100% sure. Travis Etienne, though, is he going to go? Dude, the Jaguars have, the Jaguars have a lot to play for. Travis Etienne himself does not have a lot to play for. I do wonder with, their running back depth, and they do have depth. How much does Etienne play in this ball game as they prep for the postseason. Man, when I say Jacksonville's got a lot to play for, you know what's crazy? They could either be the 1 or the 7. Like they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that's how far the range of outcomes is for Jacksonville. They could literally be 1 through 7. So they do have a quite a bit to play for. Now, most likely they're going to be locked into, I believe it's the 3 seed. I believe. Maybe they could be the 2 seed, but I think they're most likely to be the 3, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, they have a chance at the 1. And if things go wrong for them, they could end up being the 7 seed as well, and they obviously don't want to do that. So they will play. I just don't know how much ETN will play. Give me Gibbs here. The offensive line has been obviously ravaged, and as a matter of fact, they're even worse off today. If I'm hold on, let me look up this injury report because they're missing an offensive lineman. No, Detroit. Where are you? I'm just gonna pull it up. Okay, I have notes on it, but I'll just pull it up. Lions injury report. They're missing an offensive lineman. Hold on. Tristan Colon is out. Penei Sewell's out. As well. That's what I was looking up, Penei Sewell. So yeah, I guess Jahmyr Gibbs is in kind of a little bit of a tough spot, isn't he? That being said, man, I just think that the matchup against Chicago is pretty good. So let me look up some numbers here for you in regards to Chicago. Chicago Bears have given up a ton of production to the running back position. They are fourth worst in regards to running back run stuff rate. They're bottom 10 in regards to explosive run rate allowed. And on the ground, they've given up the 11th most rushing yards per game. They've given up 4.87 yards per carry to opposing running backs as well. That is, again, the 4th worst mark in the NFL. I think that Gibbs I think he gets it done. I do think that he'll get it done. I guess I'm not totally trusting ETN here. ETN has been great, though. Top 10 running back on the season, which is great. So I don't know. This one's a tough one. I am torn, and I shouldn't be torn on an ETN Gibbs, but I'm leaning Gibbs here. I'm searching for a reason to play Jacksonville and Travis Etienne. I'm searching for a reason. Tennessee obviously has no motivation whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. They're motivated to lose this game. Man, I don't know. Like I said, my brain is still going towards Gibbs here. All right, Papa Greco. Pretend fantasy question as a Packers fan: Clayton Tune or JJ McCarthy? Listen, brother, you don't need to throw out pretend question marks, bro. It's all good, man. I got 30 minutes left here to go, dude. I could talk just regular football for 30 minutes, not a problem. Trust me, I'm not struggling. I don't care at all. Clayton Tune or JJ McCarthy? I'm probably going JJ. Clayton Tune sucks, dude. It's all good, bro. User JB, incidentally. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, it's a tough one in week 18 because you got to try to figure out motivation. It goes beyond the numbers. It goes beyond the matchups. You're trying to figure out motivation here. But I do struggle with that ETN or Gibbs one. I do. Okay, B. Blair. Am I trusting James Cook today? You've got Ray Davis. You know what? I am. To be honest with you, I am trusting James Cook. They've got some things that they want to they need to work on here. Does Buffalo? And they're taking the Jets. They're taking on the Jets, right? And here's the thing: Buffalo can be the 5, 6, or the 7. And I think that being the 5 is relatively important. I don't think they want to be the 6. I don't know. Maybe they do. What's the projected? Who's the projected 4 seed in this one? The AFC is crazy right now because it's so tightly wound up. Playoff picture, NFL. Like, where are we at right now? Okay, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Okay, so in the AFC, the 4 It's totally up for grabs. Oh, the 4, dude. It's the AFC North. Yeah, you want to be the 5 here. You got to be the 5. Um, and like I said, if the Jaguars win the AFC South, then that would kick the Texans into that 4-5 range too. Chargers are in that 4-5 range. The Bills right now are 11-7, or excuse me, 11-5 overall. They're the 7th seed. But like I said, man, I think they want to fight for any chance they can to be the 5 and take on, Pittsburgh or Baltimore. I think that would be extremely beneficial to them. So yeah, the 5 seed in the tournament here for the AFC, I think is it should be a lot of motivation for Buffalo, hopefully. So yeah, I think James Cook has a lot to play for sure. He could also try to go and win the rushing title, I believe, in the AFC. No, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm trusting James Cook for sure. Is Ray Davis going to get work? Yeah, he'll get some work. But, like I said, Buffalo, they're taking on the Jets. The Jets obviously stink. And Buffalo, I think, will lean upon James Cook as well. So, I don't know. We'll see. But they do have some stuff to play for. By the way, if you want a sleeper in that game, y'all, if y'all are looking for a sleeper, Khalil Herbert. Buffalo is down multiple defenders, and that matters because Buffalo cannot stop the run anyways. They suck against it. They're terrible against the run. And Breece is questionable. I doubt that he plays. Isaiah Davis is out, but I doubt that Breece plays. He's entering free agency, man. There is just no... why would you play if you're Breece? Why? What are we doing out here? Khalil Herbert, I think, is in a really, really good spot because Buffalo is down multiple defenders and they already stink against the run. And I thought that he played the most snaps out of any backup running back last week in week number 17. So I don't know, we'll see. But if you want a deep sleeper, Khalil Herbert. By the way, tournament play DFS, Khalil Herbert. Let's freaking go. So. That's where we're at. Okay. Jim Cooperman, what's up, brother? Crazy week. You need to. Dylan Sampson, Krosky Merritt, Tyrone Tracy, Ollie Gordon. The Ollie Gordon one is weird, right? Because HN is doubtful, but I don't think he plays. And then, but I think it's Jalen Wright who's probably going to be the starter there for Miami. So I might take him out. Chris Rodriguez is he playing? Chris Rodriguez? Let me look this up. Got to look this one up because I wasn't sure if he was going to play. Chris Rodriguez. Where are we at? By the way, the other thing about this week is that the start times are so late. There's so many late games. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 late games. That's wild. That is wild. Usually we have the actives and inactives at this point, but yeah, man, this is tough. This is crazy stuff. Anyways, okay, so Chris Rodriguez, okay, oh, I see. He had an illness. He's fine. He'll be all right. He's good. So he'll be good to go. Okay, so if I'm picking 2, I'm probably picking Dylan Sampson. Should be starting there for Cleveland. And then I will start. I don't want to. And then Tyrone Tracy. Devin Singletary's out, right? So let's go Tracy. Let's go Tracy and Dylan Sampson here. I don't have a great read on that Washington backfield. We all want it to be, Krosky Merritt, but they just work in so many dudes. Philadelphia is down a crazy amount of defenders. Jalen Carter is out. Nakobe Dean is out. Jalen Phillips is out. That being said, they're down to their third string tight end. Third string quarterback is Washington. Josh Johnson. Larry Tunsil's out too. Man, it's cool. Give me Dylan Sampson. Give me Tyrone Tracy, the 2 guys who I think are going to start. I don't have a great read on this one, to be honest with you, Jim, but that would be my leanings here. And if you don't like Dylan Sampson, which is totally understandable, he is taking on Cincinnati though, so that should be noted. If I definitely want to play Tracy, that's for sure. And then I would lean Adonai Mitchell in PPR. That would be my leaning there. But I would right now, if I'm looking at this list, give me Dylan Sampson, give me Tyrone Tracy. JB, incidentally, how big of a day or not are you expecting for Justin Jefferson? They want to get him to 1K. I think he'll have a big day. I do. I think he'll have, a big day. Big day for him because J.J. McCarthy's terrible. But I mean, yeah, I think he'll push 100 yards. Will he get a touchdown? I don't know about that. But maybe I want to say anywhere between 5 to 6 catches. I'll say anywhere between 60 to, because he needs what? He needs what does he need, Justin Jefferson? I got this. I actually have this written down. Justin Jefferson needs, where are we at, bro? Come on, give it to me. Justin Jefferson needs 53 yards. I think he'll get to 53. But I think he'll get anywhere between 50 to 70 yards, maybe 5 to 6 receptions. I think that makes sense to me. So yeah, big day for him this year, which is, whatever, and a chance at a touchdown, as well. So I would say, yeah, I think he'll be fine. By the way, TJ Hawkinson out, that increases the target share for him. Aaron Jones is out. Maybe they lean on the pass just a little bit more. On the other side, by the way, Wicks is most likely not going to play. If you've got Jaden Reed, I think he's an interesting sleeper position here as well against Minnesota, who has given up some production to the slot this year. So, I'm expecting Justin Jefferson to have double-digit PPR day. If he gets a touchdown, then we're cooking with gas. Chris Pastor, sit one, full PPR, Travion, Diggs, or Pickens. If I am sitting one, I might sit Pickens. I think Travion's going to have a nice day. New England is fighting for the number 1 seed. Miami's defense is not good. So I do like Travion here. Stephon Diggs is in a good spot too because of this very same situation. Pickens, I just wonder, Dallas is not playing for anything. He's a weird guy. Let's just be real. I probably trust him the least, but he has the highest ceiling of all of these guys. Highest ceiling, lowest floor is George Pickens. I do trust him the least. I definitely want to play Travion. For me, it's a 50-50 call between Diggs and Pickens. If you want to chase upside, give me Pickens. That's probably it. Turi Astorga. Or Tur Yastorga. I don't know. Start London or too risky? Nah, it's too risky. Dude, is he going to play, man? I don't think he is, right? I'm 90% sure Drake London's not going to play. Maybe I'm wrong, dude. Drake London. Oh, never mind. Ian Rappaport. Drake London is good to go. Drake London, good to go. Wow, I'm shocked. I gotta be honest. I'm shocked. Why is he gonna play? He's got nothing to play for, and he's banged up. What? That's insane to me. That's crazy. Okay, so he is gonna play. Okay, cool. Wow, that's that is surprising. Okay, so like I said, I'm not trusting it, but he is active. Maybe they'll let him rip. I don't know. So I don't know what your backups are, but if London is active, I probably do play him. But you got to understand that the floor is low. I'm like I said, I'm surprised. The way they were managing his injury, I'm surprised that Drake London is going to play. All right, this is for the championship. You need a tight end with Goddard out. You've got T-Law. and Jacoby Myers in. Oh, so okay. You've got Strange, or you could pick up Freiermuth, Dulcich, Jonnu, Josh Oliver. Nah, go play Strange. These other guys suck. Pat Freiermuth is interesting. With Darnell Washington out, Greg Dulcich is interesting because Waller is out now too. I'm probably playing Strange because I think he's the best of this group, but I could be convinced into Dulcich. Don't care about Josh Oliver, blocking tight end. He's not going to get work. It's either Strange or Dulcich for me. Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith, I don't care about. Maybe Freiermuth, I don't know. But I'll take Strange right there. Just play the best player. I think it's Strange. And again, I think they do have stuff to work for. Pittsburgh obviously has a lot to work for as well. And Dulcich with Waller out is really interesting. But if I had to lean one way or another, it'd probably be it's Strange for me. Dulcich would be number 2. Happy New Year's to you, pal. The BB Meat Gazer. Man, what a handle. What a handle, bro. Dude, Happy New Year's to you, brother. Jim Cooperman, good point with Herbert. Would you start him over Sampson? Oh, that's interesting. They're about the same to me, honestly. They're about the same to me, to be honest with you. I lean Sampson, though, because, again, I don't... The floor for Herbert's way lower. My inclination is that he will get the most work. I actually don't know. Right. We're kind of sort of we're guessing here. JB incidentally 53. What does this mean? 53. Oh, he needs 53. Okay, yeah, thank you. JB. Yeah, we're talking about Justin Jefferson needs 53 to get to 1K. So there you go. Jefferson should get it no problems. Trayvon Diggs is playing. The shade, Papa Greco, the shade. Yeah, Trayvon Diggs is playing. I'm surprised that Green Bay wanted Trayvon Diggs. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like Green Bay just goes crazy against Dallas, man. I don't know. I'm surprised there. Okay, Chelsea. Thanks for everything you guys do. You're the best. Can't wait till next year, man. Same. For the first time in a long time, I didn't get to a championship game, I don't believe. Or did I? No, I didn't. I have 7 leagues that I play in. The funny thing about a fantasy analyst, professional one, is if a regular person asks how many leagues are you in, and you tell them 7, right? A normal person's like, damn, that's a lot of leagues. And then if you ask a fantasy analyst, they're like, damn, that's not a lot of leagues at all. I would anticipate most fantasy analysts play in more than 10. And this is, obviously this doesn't include any best ball teams either, right? Although I did play a shockingly low number of best ball teams. I think I only played 5 best ball teams too. But yeah, I think most fantasy analysts are in a minimum of 10, upwards of 20. I just don't have that time. I don't have that time and that bandwidth. I will say this for fantasy day. Well, let me answer this question first and I'll get back to it. Carl with a K, Ray Davis or Woody Marks. I am probably leaning Woody Marks here. Let me look this up. Woody Marks. Woody Marks. Yeah, I don't know, man. Vegas has him playing a good amount. Like if you look at the over-under totals on carries, I think it's like at 14.5, which is good. I think he plays. Again, Houston has stuff to play for here. They can win the AFC South, right? I think this is going to be... The funny thing is, it's the over-under set at 38.5. I'm not saying this is going to be like a 50-point barrage, but I think more points will be scored than you think. Houston is down a number of secondary players. I actually don't think Riley Leonard's that bad. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think Houston will toss it all over the yard, except for the fact that Nico's out, right? Nico, I'm not tripping here, right? Nico's out. Nico Collins. God, it's like impossible to keep track of all these guys, especially because there's no active inactive list or for like more than half the games, right? Yeah, Texans are going to rest Pro Bowl wide receiver Nico Collins for the Colts finale, so he's a healthy scratch. All right, so Nico Collins is out, but I still think they'll be playing some games. By the way, we want to get Jalen Nolan here. I know Jaden Higgins. I had a Jaden Higgins questions before. And he's a really, really good sleeper, especially with Sauce Gardner out for Indianapolis. That being said, I think Jalen Noel has a chance here to go out there and do nice things too. By the way, if you have Dynasty or, like you're in a deep sleeper league and you can hold on to guys, like hold on to Jalen Noel. Christian Kirk, his contract is coming up. I would be shocked if they re-sign him. That'd be the dumbest signing in the history of the Texans. I'm not going to say it. That's actually not accurate. But they shouldn't sign him. They absolutely should not sign him or re-sign him or retain him. So he's probably a cut candidate. And that should open the door in the slot for Jalen Noel next year, who I think has got some outside versatility. By the way, it should be noted that Jalen Noel did actually outperform Jaden Higgins while they were at Iowa State last year, right? Like that, doesn't mean nothing. That means something, you know. I like Jalen Noel more than Jaden Higgins. I think Higgins to me is like he is like a guy, and I could be wrong. They obviously spent draft capital on him, but I think he's a dude. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I just don't think he's a great player. He's not a guy where you're like, damn, dude, we got to get this guy the football. He's not that guy. He's good for this Texans team for sure because he could be the number 2 opposite of Nico Collins. And obviously they're going to run the ball too. So, you know, where is he in the pecking order? I think that's good. Play action player for sure, 100%. You want a big body playing play action, get downfield, win some contested footballs. But again, I just think he's going to end up being, you know, kind of sort of like a guy. Just my opinion. I don't know. Where'd I go with this one? Ray Davis or Woody Marks? So I'll go Woody Marks right here because I do think that Houston has something to play for sure. And by the way, like I said, it's even if they don't win their division, like it's to me important that they end up the 5. Like you want to be able to see the winner of Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I mean, especially if it ends up being Pittsburgh here. You definitely want that. And it's like Baltimore's limping to the finish line too. Lamar Jackson is obviously not 100%. He obviously has his playoff troubles, and I think Houston matches up with Baltimore really, really well. If you're Houston, you definitely want that 5. So you want to win this game. So yeah, I like Woody Marks in this one, by the way. Ty Johnson has a few contract incentives to hit today as well. Playing time has been up recently. Ray Davis scares me. I don't disagree with that. I'm not familiar with the Ty Johnson. I'm going to look this up. Ty Johnson contract incentives. I wasn't familiar with the Ty Johnson contract extensions. Okay, so he can win 375 on rushing yards. He can win another 375 on receiving yards. Total touchdowns, he can win another 750. Dude, he's got a lot. He's got like 1.5 million on the line here. That's wow. That's interesting. So yeah, he's got quite a few things to go with here. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Let me see here. Where'd you got to go? Ty Johnson. Okay, Ty Johnson. He needs 2 touchdowns to get another 250,000. He needs 57 receiving yards to gain another 125K. Okay, so actually he's hit most of his incentives already. So he has about 375,000 on the line. I don't think he gets the touchdowns. I do think he'll get the receiving yards, though. That'd be fun. 57 receiving yards for Ty Johnson is actually kind of, that's a lot, dude. That is a lot, actually. But maybe they work it in for him. 2 touchdowns is also a crazy figure, too. But that's not bad, dude. I kind of like it. Carl with the K, what's up, man? By the way, I play in best fantasy league in the nation. I'll send you the info. No, please don't send me the info, dude. Listen, Carl with the K, no disrespect, but if you're asking me a question in week 18, Ray Davis or Woody Marks, and your league plays in a week 18 championship, I promise you don't play in the best fantasy league in the nation. You're in the bottom 10% of leagues, as a matter of fact, Carl with a K. I can't tell you how annoying and bad week 18 championships are. Like, you work this entire season, dude, to get to this point, and you've got guys like Nico Collins sitting for absolutely no damn reason. So I mean, all due respect to those folks who do play in a Week 18 championship. It wouldn't be me, though. Not going to be me, let me tell you, This is kind of like, and again, like when people ask me, like, hey, do you want to play in this league? It's usually people in like, well, first of all, I get a lot of like random people asking me if I want to play in their league. And I'm always just like, hey, you play overall points? You play overall points, so you don't play head-to-head? You play in a straight up old school roto league? Wow, rotisserie league for football? Overall points. Wow, that's okay. So it's not a roto league, but you play overall points. Wow, that's interesting. So you're 18 weeks of just straight up points. Wow. Yeah, still. I want to play in a head-to-head league, Carl Decay. Again, no disrespect, man. But I'm just saying, head-to-head. But you're right. Head-to-head in points is better than a week 18 head-to-head league. For sure, 100%. No question. But yeah, like when people ask me like, hey, you want to play in a league? It's like, all right. I mean, there's got to be a few things here. I hate playing in leagues with like weird scoring, which is just like, it'll be like, oh, you get 1.5 points per first down if you're a tight end. But if you don't, then if you're not a tight end, you it's just, regular PPR. I was like, okay, dude, I don't want to keep track of that. That's fine. Like, that's not something I want to play in. So weird scoring is out for me. Also, I try not to play in Superflex leagues. I'm not going to lie to you. Most industry people play in Superflex, and it's freaking annoying. Like, I try not to. Not saying I don't, but of my 7 leagues that I play in, I think only 2 of them are Superflex, and I don't, one of them is like it's like a reception perception dynasty league, so I have no choice. I have to play in that one. It's fine. I shouldn't say I have to, but it's a fun league. I like my league mates there. But Superflex is terrible, man. Like, this is like me getting on my soapbox here, guys. But dude, instead of Superflex, you could play a regular 1 quarterback league, but just make touchdowns 6 and interceptions -4. If you do this, you will find that 1 quarterback leagues work perfectly fine. Like, you can't stream the position that well, right? So you still need to draft guys that are good. But at the same time, it's like you're not the problem. This is the problem with Superflex. If you play in a 10-team league, or excuse me, a 12-team league. If you're playing a 12-team league in Superflex, you have to you're starting 24 of the 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. But what does that tell you? That you also need to draft at least 36 quarterbacks. Everyone needs a backup quarterback in a Superflex league. Every single team. That's 36 quarterbacks. You're drafting backups. Where does that happen at wide receiver, tight end, or running back? Where are you drafting guys that are like not going to get playing time? Right? It's different than running back backups too, by the way, where I'm not talking about rotation guys. I'm talking about like, okay, you want to draft Seattle's 3rd running back, right? Like, we're not drafting Charbonnet. We're not drafting Kenneth Walker. We're going to draft Kenny McIntosh. Like, that's how far down the list we have to go. Like, that's stupid to me. Like, that's so, how is that fun? Like, how is that? And not only that, at least I know Kenny McIntosh might get on the football field for a few snaps during the season. Like, I don't know if Mahomes is healthy. Like Gardner Minshew's not ever seen the football field. I mean, come on. And like now we got to play in a 2-quarterback league. And now we're playing Chris Olodokun. Come on, man. Like I'm sorry, but that's not fun. That's stupid. That's just, I don't know. To me, that's stupid. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Chelsea, I hate Week 18 championships. There you go. It's the first time for a year on one, though? Okay, hopefully commissioner changes that for next year. I find that there's only 2 commissioners that play in these Week 18 championships. One, the new commissioners. They don't know what's going on. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, play in Week 18. Or 2, they're psychotic. That's it. Those are the only 2 kinds. Like normal run-of-the-mill people who are commissioners, they ain't playing in no Week 18 championship, bro. Like, you have to have psychotic commissioners or you got to have new commissioners. Those are your only 2 options, man. Oh, man. Okay, anyways. 2 half drafts plus playoff draft, auction, regular PPR scoring we played for 40 years. Wow, that's impressive. Hey, man, that's fun. And again, I don't mean to disparage your league, especially if you've been playing for 40 years. That's awesome, bro. 40 years? Dog, wait, hold up, dude. Let me do the math. Let me do the math right quick. Wait, hold on. Hold on. 40 years. Wait, hold up, dude. Wait, you've been playing since, what is that, 1985? Holy shit, Carl with the K, dude. That's impressive. Dude, hey, yo, respect, man. Carl, that's insane. You've been playing in this league since 1985? Dog, that's well before the internet. That is, I mean, we're talking, you got to go newspaper style here. That's incredible. Wow. Keeping track of scores with newspapers, dog? Dude, that is insane. That's impressive. Again, I'm impressed. Dude, shout out to you and your league, bro. That's amazing. I don't even understand all this stuff in the first half of this comment. 2, yeah, wow. Okay. 2 half drafts plus playoff draft. Oh, so you redraft at the halfway point and then you redraft during playoff time in an auction format and then you go to PPR scoring. Got it. Regular PPR scoring. Okay, got it. Wow. Interesting. Chris, a lot of cash. Chris Olodokun. Chris, a lot of cash. I got you, brother. I got you. All right, so here we are, man. We're at the top of the hour. I can't believe I went down my quarterback soapbox there. I try to tell people every single year. I commission 2 leagues, and in those leagues, I'm telling you, both of those leagues, people love it. You can't stream the position because you're worried about the -4 for the turnovers, and yeah, like. And people say, oh, like there used to be this whole thought of like 6-point touchdowns for quarterbacks don't matter because everyone gets it. Yeah, BS. If you've got a guy who's scoring 40 touchdowns versus a guy who's scoring 20 touchdowns, guess what? Those 2 points make a lot of difference, like a ridiculous amount of a difference, right? We're talking, okay, so we're going... we're adding 80 points to your quarterback. That's incredible. Like, that's an incredible difference. That's a crazy difference. So very much an advocate of 6-point. By the way, yeah, dude, come on, man. Play 6-point passing touchdowns, man. Like, where are we at? We're in the year of our Lord 2025, bro. Come on. Like, play 6-point passing touchdowns. I don't need, it's like, again, even if you don't play in -4 with the interceptions, like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, why don't passing quarterbacks get that due? Like, it's so ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like these guys who are rushing the football, they already get an unfair advantage with the yards. My whole thing would be this. I don't care that Lamar runs for 100 yards versus, Patrick Mahomes throwing for 100 yards. Like, why does that make a difference in terms of real football? Like, it's cool. It's a cool statistical outlier. Like, oh, wow, I can't believe a quarterback ran for 100 yards. but that doesn't do anything for me. Like in terms of real life, 100 yards, 100 yards, man. If you're a quarterback, anyways. Carl with a K. Do you want me to send you the info? No, absolutely not. That sounds. I'm happy for you, dog. Like that's an amazing league. I can't believe you guys have been playing since 1985. But bro, that sounds. That's miserable. Like I would not want to play. I don't want to do 3 drafts and like playing for points like in week 18. I'm good, man. I'm good. Used to argue between the stats from a local paper or USA Today. Oh, the stats would be different. That's interesting. Yeah, it's all got standardized later. Yeah, man, newspaper scoring, bro. Good for you, man. That's awesome, bro. That is so cool. Anyways, here we are. We're 2 past 10 o'clock West Coast time, and the games have kicked off. So, anyways, I appreciate everyone out there. Hey, man, fire it up, man. If you guys got your Week 18 championships, fire it up. And good luck to you out there. This is my last stream of the season. It's my last stream for RotoWire, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, maybe something changes. I don't know. I don't think so though. But yeah, I appreciate everyone jumping along here. If you've engaged with me through the chat or social media, I appreciate you guys. It's been a lot of fun for me. I really like jumping on these streams. I really, really do. So anyways, for those folks out there. Okay, so like I said, it's that's it for me for the season. If you guys want to follow me on social media at James D. Co., we could get that going as well. Last name is spelled Koh. Otherwise, man, everyone have fun out there, and I'll see you when I see you, man. I'll see you when I see you. So again, we'll get it going. Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. All right. We'll see you guys. Peace. But remember, it's never too late. And I mean this. It's never too late to chase your dreams. All right. See you guys.